Two friends started their careers in the same American city. They had the same degree, the same starting salary of about $60,000 a year, and they both believed that if they worked hard, money would eventually take care of itself. In the beginning, their lives looked identical. They rented small apartments, they drove used cars, they paid their bills and enjoyed their weekends. But 5 years later, something strange happened. One of them was constantly stressed about money. Every month felt tight. A $500 emergency felt like a disaster. Credit card balances slowly grew, and saving money always felt impossible. The other friend, however, looked calm. He wasn't earning dramatically more. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't start some crazy business. But quietly, his savings account kept growing. He had investments. He had an emergency fund, and money problems almost never stressed him out anymore. So what was the difference? It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It wasn't even income. The real difference was something surprisingly simple. He followed a few minimalist money rules. Rules that most people ignore because they look too simple to matter. But these small rules quietly control how money flows through your life. And if you ignore them, you can earn $80,000, $100,000, or even $150,000 a year and still feel broke. But if you follow them, even a $50,000 salary can slowly turn into real wealth. So here are the minimalist money rules that quietly separate people who stay financially stressed from people who slowly build financial freedom. Rule number 1. Pay yourself first. Most people treat saving money like an afterthought. They pay rent, they pay subscriptions, they buy food, they spend on entertainment, and whatever money remains at the end of the month, that becomes savings. But almost nothing is left. The financially smart approach flips this completely. The moment money enters your bank account, a percentage automatically moves to savings or investments. It could be 10%, it could be 20%. It doesn't matter. The rule is simple: save before spending. This small shift changes everything because it forces your lifestyle to adapt to the remaining income. If someone earns $4,000 a month and automatically moves $800 into investments, their lifestyle adjusts to $3,200. And over time, that habit quietly builds a powerful investment portfolio. The people who become wealthy rarely rely on leftover money. They automate wealth building. Rule number 2. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest wealth killers in America. When income increases, spending increases with it. Someone starts earning $70,000 and suddenly upgrades everything. A more expensive apartment, a $600 car payment, a new phone every year, more restaurant meals, more subscriptions, and soon their financial situation feels exactly the same as before. The paycheck grew, but so did the expenses. Minimalist thinkers avoid this trap. When their income increases, they upgrade life slowly, but most of the extra income goes into investments. For example, if someone gets a $10,000 raise, instead of spending all of it, they might invest $7,000 and upgrade life with the remaining $3,000. This keeps lifestyle comfortable while allowing wealth to grow rapidly over time. Rule number 3. Every dollar needs a job. Many people lose money not because they earn too little, but because they don't control where money goes. Small expenses quietly leak money everywhere. $12 streaming service, $15 app subscription, $18 food delivery fee, $9 digital membership, $120 monthly subscription bundle. None of these feel huge individually, but together they quietly drain thousands of dollars every year. Minimalist budgeting is simple. Every dollar in your bank account has a purpose. Some dollars go to housing, some go to food, some go to investing, some go to emergency savings. And when money has a clear job, waste becomes obvious. This awareness alone can easily save someone $300, $500, or even $1,000 every month without reducing quality of life. Rule number 4. Emergency funds create financial peace. One unexpected problem can destroy months of progress. A car repair, medical bill, job loss, home repair. And when someone doesn't have an emergency fund, they rely on credit cards. High-interest debt then creates a cycle that becomes harder to escape. Minimalist financial thinkers build a protective shield. They aim to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. If monthly expenses are $3,000, then the emergency fund might be $9,000 to $18,000. This money isn't for vacations or shopping. It's financial protection. And once the safety net exists, money stress drops dramatically. Rule number 5. Debt should work for you, not against you. Not all debt is equal. Some debt helps build wealth, some destroys it. A mortgage for a reasonable home can build equity. A business loan can create income. But high-interest consumer debt is different. Credit card interest rates in the United States can exceed 20%. That means a $5,000 balance can grow rapidly if payments stay small. Minimalist finance focuses on eliminating high-interest debt as quickly as possible. This frees future income for investing instead of interest payments. Rule number 6. Automate smart investments. Many people think investing requires constant market watching, but the most effective strategy is often simple and automatic. Many financially successful Americans invest through retirement accounts like a 401k or an IRA. They invest consistently every month into diversified index funds. For example, someone might automatically invest $500 every month into a broad market index fund tracking the S&P 500. They don't panic during market drops. They don't chase trends. They simply stay consistent. Over decades, this strategy quietly builds powerful wealth because compound growth begins working in the background. Rule number 7. Understand the power of compound interest. Compound interest is often called the eighth wonder of the world because it allows money to grow exponentially. For example, imagine investing $500 a month starting at age 25. If that money earns an average annual return of around 8%, by age 60 the investment portfolio could grow to over $1 million. The earlier someone starts, the more powerful compounding becomes. Delaying investing by even 5 or 10 years can reduce long-term wealth dramatically. Minimalist thinkers understand that time in the market is more important than perfect timing. Rule number 8. Increase income intentionally. Saving money is powerful, but income growth accelerates wealth even faster. Minimalist financial strategy doesn't mean avoiding ambition. It simply means directing extra income wisely. People increase income through skill development, career advancement, side businesses, or strategic job changes. If income grows from $60,000 to $90,000, but lifestyle stays close to $65,000, the remaining income becomes powerful investment fuel. This is how ordinary workers slowly build six-figure portfolios. Rule number 9. Avoid financial noise. Every day financial media pushes new ideas, new cryptocurrencies, new stock predictions, new market fears, new investment opportunities. Minimalist investors ignore most of this noise. They stick with proven strategies: long-term investing, diversified index funds, low fees, consistent contributions, because constantly chasing the newest opportunity often leads to emotional decisions and poor financial results. Simplicity often beats complexity in investing. Rule number 10. Focus on long-term freedom, not short-term status. Many financial mistakes come from social pressure. People buy expensive cars to impress others. They upgrade homes too early. They spend money trying to signal success. But true financial confidence doesn't come from appearances. It comes from control over your time, the ability to take career risks, the ability to survive emergencies, the ability to retire comfortably. Minimalist financial thinking prioritizes freedom over status. When you look back at those two friends from the beginning, their difference becomes clear. The stressed friend allowed lifestyle inflation, debt, and unplanned spending to control his finances. The calm friend quietly followed simple minimalist rules. He saved automatically. He avoided unnecessary expenses. He invested consistently. And year after year, small financial decisions created massive differences in outcomes. The truth is, financial freedom rarely comes from one dramatic decision. It comes from hundreds of small choices repeated consistently. Money management doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to be intentional. And if you begin applying even a few of these minimalist money rules today, your financial future 5 or 10 years from now could look completely different, because the quiet habits you build today are the ones that eventually build wealth.